My question is, are they rebuilding fully or rebuilding halfly? Is this a full-blown rebuild or a half-ass rebuild?
Well, first off, I want to mention when you were listing all those great things about Juice, and you forgot to mention that he can literally be mentioned with a single emoji. What player in the NFL can be mentioned with a single emoji? That's aura. Juice
it is right. Aura. It's like Magic.
Yeah.
Juice. Yeah. It's like he's like in the aura. Magic Johnson. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's aura. To answer the question, I brought this up. I think it's a half-ass rebuild.
Okay. Well, no.
If you're going full rebuild, you're listening to trade offers for Bosa, like we talked about in the last show we had together. You're listening for trade offers even on Purdy.
McCaffrey.
You can get the fact that listen, I am a McCaffrey stan. I love Christian McCaffrey, but the fact that with where our team's at and he's still on the Niners is, I don't even know the word for it. It's almost like despicable. Like, figure out what you're doing, because if you're going to half-ass it and have a guy like McCaffrey still on your team who's going to take up 20, I think he makes like 23 maybe mil a year, and the injury history, like, what are you doing? I don't understand it. I don't know.
I think that shows that it's a half rebuild, that we still have McCaffrey.
100%.
I think if it was a full rebuild, I think McCaffrey would be out of the door. We'd be hearing Nick Bosa trade rumors. It is a half rebuild. I don't really understand it. Maybe it's not a half rebuild. Maybe they're just trying to retool. I don't know if that's the same thing, but retooling maybe. I don't know. I mean, signing Juszczyk, we're not rebuilding. We're not full rebuilding. We're back, baby. We're back.
Yeah, I mean, this is a juggernaut. I think what they're trying to do is like simultaneously slash a ton of spending, but keeping the facade real that like, hey, no, we're still contending.
Yeah.
We're still a good team. We still have our core, and Juszczyk is an irreplaceable member of that core.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, we got rid of Dre Greenlaw, whatever, but we had Juice.
Yeah.
No, but
I'm just saying, it seems to me like they're trying to put asses in seats. Like they're trying to sell merch. They're trying to sell season
Don't sell your season tickets. Yeah. It's okay. We're gonna be good this year. We're gonna win.
They're still raising the prices instead of like actually going for a full rebuild. Like, you can't. You have to get lucky, and I'm not saying the Niners can't do it, but they're gonna have to get lucky. They're gonna have to hit on 7 to 8 out of the 11 of these players, and then next year's draft, they're gonna have to do the same thing. And it's like, yeah, you can do that, but with the Niners draft history outside of last year's draft, have they really ever done this?
No.
Like, who are we kidding?
Exactly. Like, the thing I don't understand.
Ourselves.
The thing I don't understand is why, like, genuinely, I know we're trolling, but what does Juszczyk actually do? Like, when we released him, I was like, oh my God, this is actually a great move. Like, we're moving past. I think the only reason we signed him back is because Claire Kittle on her stories posting, oh, why did they get rid of Juszczyk? All that. Like, why? Juszczyk doesn't do, what does he do? He doesn't. We pay him.
He's really good friends with George Kittle. That's really important, dude.
It'd be like locker room camaraderie, if anything.
No, but people say he's so important in the locker room, dude. He's almost 34 years old. The average age in an NFL locker room is like 25. Man, you really, I don't see him. He wasn't in the locker room this year when I was there. He was hiding all year, not talking to us. But he does have aura, though.
Listen, the thing that I don't understand about Juszczyk is we pay him money, but like we don't like even give him the ball. Well, last year we gave him the ball against Buffalo in the 1 yard line, and he fumbles it. But like, what does he do? We don't.
You really can't put a price on those 250 yards and 2 touchdowns a season that he gives you.
We don't use him. So what's the point?
They never have.
Wait. Let me. Okay. Wait. I agree, and I'm more so like, I think I've been deeper on this. Like, Juszczyk is a no-go, but hear me out. I just thought of this. What if Juice actually like returns to maybe 2-3 years ago form, because Debo's gone and he's not getting force-fed to block for Debo, and then get handed a terrible play call where he's on the 1 yard line and fumbles against Buffalo. Like, stuff happens like that, obviously. But what if he's not having to block for Debo every play, and it goes back to 3 years ago, Juice, where you were throwing him wheel routes and nobody's on him because he slips out of the backfield? You know what I mean? Like, I see a world where that actually happens, because last year it seemed to me like he actually had zero role. It was hey, block for Debo, and he wasn't very good at it. Like he's kind of lost his block, I will say.
But then why are we like? He's kind of lost. He's never really had speed. He like, dude, that Bills game last year that just represented his whole season. That was his whole year. Just
he's also
blocking.
He's also getting matched up by linebackers, though. Like
I understand that too, but
linebackers. Like he's not getting a Fred Warner.
When they signed Luke Farrell, people were like, "I love this move because it shows that the Niners are kind of moving away from the fullback and they're embracing 12 personnel." And I mean, Lombardi said that this is a great evolution. It's like, nope. So, what was the point of Luke Farrell? I mean, is he gonna play more than Sobert did, or is he just a very expensive Eric Sobert?
Dude, what's the point of a fullback? What teams have a fullback? I know the Cowboys have a fullback.
Ravens.
Chargers.
It's so unnecessary.
Not a lot of teams. What does a fullback do? Why do we need a fullback? Dude,
because Kyle Shanahan needs to be different. He needs to be a little bit different than everyone else. And if he were to, right, it's his little signature. It's his little,
I don't know. But to your Luke Farrell
aesthetic
point,
flair.
To the Luke Farrell point, if we don't draft another tight end that can catch the damn ball,
right? Luke Farrell
going to lose it. No, he cannot.
He's a skinny offensive tackle.
He cannot. Okay.
What is?
We need like I was wanting them to draft like Colston Loveland, like somebody like that, or like or even Arande Gadsden. Like there's so many tight ends that can catch the ball. Why are we like? Yes, why are we going to have a tight end like Luke Farrell, who is known for his blocking? Like, I would rather draft somebody who can catch the ball and learn, obviously, more from Kittle as far as routes go, stuff like that, and have Kittle teach him how to block, okay? Because we've never had a second tight end that can catch the ball.
No.
Never.
And what's annoying is Kyle always wants, like, one of his 5 eligible receivers to be a guy who's a complete non-threat as a receiver. You take Juszczyk off the field and bring Farrell off the field. It's the same thing. It's just a different size of blocker.
Kyle, like John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, they're really good at signing absolutely nobodies. Like they just signed the most random people. Like who's Luke Farrell? Didn't he have like 60 yards last season?
He's never scored a touchdown in 4 years.
So like what? Like
so week 1
3-year deal.
Week 1 bet US hammer it because we're talking shit about it. Kyle's gonna feed him week 1 hammer anytime.
Yeah, Kyle's watching right now, being like, oh, "Okay, all right, watch how many times I get the ball to Juszczyk." But this is the thing that happened last year with us and Kyle. Like with the whole year, we were like, "Hey man, you need to stop. You need to stop it with Debo. You need to stop." And he was like, "What do I got to do? I need to keep giving Debo the ball. Give it to him more Debo. Is that what you're saying?" And it was like, "No." So. Yeah, let's reverse psychology this one. Kyle, if you're watching, love the Juszczyk signing, love the Farrell signing. We think the more of them, the better. So we fully support that.
Farrell tied in 1, Kyle.
We think Farrell's going to really have a big breakout year this year.
Yeah.
Screw Kittle.
Yeah, what, Kittle? Why would you even extend him? Like, Kittle probably saw this news and was like, damn, dude, I'm forget the extension. Luke Farrell's on the team. Oh, my God. I have to compete.
Exactly.